Here's the secret. If you would do your inner work with the key tool to completion all the time until it feels enough for the divine, and you come as a result of that in the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union, then you can go to your true twin flame that you are now sure of is your true twin flame, that you are now also peacefully smoothed out with on the consciousness level, and you can ask him how he is doing. And this may sound like a joke, but I'm actually very serious. This is how to know how the divine masculine is doing. Love and a relationship and your ultimate lover and your ultimate romance with the true twin flame is supposed to be to go with communication, to go with coming together, to go with intimacy, to go with loving each other, having loving exchanges among each other. Wanting to know what the other is feeling, well, how the other is doing is only a natural part of that relationship that is inside of that sacred bubble of union. So make sure that you are doing the inner work so that you will move towards that harmonious union space, so that you will know who it truly is and it will feel peaceful between you and as an underlying truth and layer, right? That is eternally there for you. And then you will be in contact with him and ask him how he is doing. I understand that divine feminines want to know how the divine masculine is doing. And part of that is also because you are a woman, and women are often very attuned to and focused on relationships, relating, emotional things, emotional topics to talk about, social action, and desiring intimacy is often a part of that too, but it often also comes from a desperation that you don't have it. Well, that doesn't really work, because when you want to have intimacy with the true twin flame, you first have it with the divine and you have it with yourself. That is the basis of the divine order in that. And when that is answered, yes, you can share also intimacy with the divine masculine, with your other twin flame, in other words, because when you are a divine masculine that wants to know how the divine feminine is doing, this video is also fit for you. So asking him how he is doing is not such a strange idea. He would surely be willing to answer you in a normal way, in a normal human-to-human exchange kind of way, if you are purified enough to have a conversation with your true twin flame on a peaceful basis. So maybe you just get feedback on that for yourself, because that is not working out for you yet, that there is more to purify in yourself. Now, I already warned you that this was going to be a disappointing video, so this may be an even bigger bummer for you to hear, but there it is. And I'm not trying to tell you off. I'm actually trying to help you, so I hope that that is clear. So the second thing that exists for you to know how the divine masculine is feeling is trusting your intuition and subconscious ideas fully, because you already know the answer. You already know the answer. You have an intuition. You have an idea what he is going through. You have an inkling. You have just this lenience towards this side, like, yeah, maybe he's just going through a lot of negative stuff. And that may just be true. He's trying to clear out his unconscious mind, purifying that for himself. Yes, that's what he's doing, right? Because you had this idea that that might be it, and you might have been true. You might have been correct. That is not weird. It's not weird to have an unconscious feeling, like an intuition in the subconscious mind or something, however you want to call it. It's not weird to have that, especially with your twin flame, because they are you at the core. Maybe not the core that is visible, but the invisible, deeper lying core. That's where you are one, because that's what twin flames are. So to have an intuition about that, that is not strange. And also, you may just have an intuition for human people. Human people. Okay, well, that sounds weird. And what they are going through, right? So you may just already know and save yourself a lot of effort and time by trying to find out how he is feeling by watching so many YouTube videos a day that you can't even have time anymore to really relax and eat in peace. Although I have to say I understand the attraction of reading videos about how the divine masculine is doing, or about any topic for that matter. I myself, I'll tell you a secret, I like these videos. I love them. I think it's really cute to watch them. One a day, a couple a week. But I have to make this disclaimer. I am in harmonious twin flame union, which is the consciousness state that is underlying with me all the time. And that means that you are already harmonized, you are already home fundamentally, but you're still working out the physical results of what you've achieved in consciousness. And for me, that means that whatever I use to get some hints of intuition from will work out for me, because I am already clicked into that state. So if I intuitively choose perhaps a reading video to just relax a little bit before I go to my lunch, for instance, then I will pick one that works out for me exactly right. And I am already in harmonious union, so that works. When you're not in harmonious union yet, I remember I also did that before, but it was more of a soup. It was more messy. It was not really projecting, focused correctly on my true twin flame, on the actual feelings, the genuine ones. Always. It was not always that. So that may be a difference, and that may be even more of a bummer to hear. And I understand that, but I thought it would be informative to know. And the third way to know how your divine masculine feels is, when you dream about him, this may hold clues. It is true that when you have very meaningful, deep dreams about him, that he may be indeed also having deep, meaningful experiences popping up from his unconscious in his conscious life, such as dreams or ideas or visions, unconscious thoughts. So you may even say that when you have that, your true twin flame may also have that approximately around that time. And you may certainly call that he thinks about you, which is true. He also feels you. He's your true twin flame after all. Right? So that may be just interesting to know. I think dreams about the true twin flame can literally tell you a lot about what's going on, and have even a prediction factor to it, or tell you the news, the latest news, because it actually is number 2 reading your intuition and your subconscious mind, but then in another way, in dreams, which is the place where we go every day and actually are in union with our true twin flames right there. So if you do want to know how they are doing, ask them in your dreams. Go to them in the dream. Be with them in the dream and feel it out. Feel yourself out and feel them out. And that brings us to way number 4, that you can know how the Divine Masculine feels. And that is the same as you. As underlying feeling state, that is. Because you are twin flames after all. How is the Divine Masculine feeling? I know you're asking yourself this all the time, but because you are asking for your true twin flame, the answer is that you're actually asking, how am I feeling right now? Right? Because you are one at the core. So how are you feeling right now? Maybe you're just denying your feelings, but maybe there's also a way you can just come into connection with your underlying feeling state. Maybe not the feeling like, ow, I just hurt my hand, or like, boy, my neighbor just called me names. That is shitty and that makes me feel angry for 2 hours and then it fizzles out. Your true twin flame may not have been called names by his neighbor, and he's not angry about that for these 2 exact hours. He did not hurt his hand on the door handle, or I don't know what, burned his finger yesterday evening, but you did. But not these things is what you need to look at. You need to look at the underlying state. The underlying deeper heart feelings, the heart atmosphere that is present here in the energy of the unconscious mind that is surrounding you all the time. And when you can read that in yourself, for yourself, then you can be pretty sure that your twin flame is also feeling approximately this and like this at approximately this time of your being together. Because you share the eternal now moment and you share the core of your beingness. So they must also be going through the same lessons approximately at the same time, or similar lessons. It can look differently, that's what I mean, but it comes down to the same core lesson. They will feel the same underlying feeling state in their heart, approximately, because you're just exuding this same vibration together from that invisible core out. Well, you do that in your way and he in his way, and you know, this core vibration is exuded out and will be a little bit colored by where you are, what you're doing, and for him it will be colored by what he is doing, etc. But in essence, your core vibration is the same. In essence, the frequency of that vibration must be the same, because you are twin flames. And if that is not so, you can be certain that they are not your twin flame, which may be part of the answer for you. The Divine Feminine not only wants to know how he is doing, she also often wants to know if he is doing the inner work, because she doesn't want to be the only one that does it all. This video enlightens you about if he does inner work, and it will appear here in a couple of seconds, and I will see you right there. Love from Petra.